Hi everyone! Welcome to Mariposa Mandalas. I'm Padmalaya Mariposa. Today we're going to do a scribble and a mandala that has an idea to express something where we honor ourselves. And I'll show you what that is when we get to the mandala. And for your scribble, this is just a warm-up, and for all of these projects on this video and the others I've done, you do not need any experience, and just do this for fun and for yourself. So pick any color marker you feel like and make a border around the edge. And then just scribble in here real fast. Could be big, small, both. It's just to get moving. You could do it for a little longer if you want, or just really quickly. I like to use two colors because it looks more cool that way. And I like to go starting at a corner and just kind of play around in there. And then go to another corner. You don't have to go corner to corner, but I like doing that. So there's a scribble, just gets you a little warmed up and in the flow. You can hang these up somewhere if you like it, or just keep it with your mandala, or just throw them away if you want. Or use them to start a fire in your fireplace, or something repurposing like that. So for this project, the idea is to think about the first letter of your name. I talked to a woman recently who was really into the alphabet and a lot of meanings and symbolisms about the alphabet. And it wasn't something I had heard of before or was familiar with, but it gave me the idea that this could be a mandala project. So start like with the scribble and pick any color to make a border. I like to do a little bit more of a fun border with this part, and you can do whatever you want. And if you actually don't feel like doing a border, then just don't do the border. Sometimes I also do the border last, but lately I've really gotten into making the border first. I like how it creates what I call a holding space. So it's just a nice space that is, here's where the design's gonna go, like a frame kind of. So I am, also you can decorate the border more if you want. A lot of times I do some things like that. For the purpose of the video, I don't want to take too much time on that, but you might want to for yourself. But I think it's also good for you to see that you don't have to take a lot of time on this, because time is a challenge for a lot of us, right? We're busy, we have a lot of things to do very often. So just take as little or as much time as you want. Oh yes, and I do today, I kind of feel like making the same color to integrate the inside and the outside. So when you do your circle, I think it's good to move from the shoulder and kind of go around a couple times to get the movement flowing. If you see I'm moving right from my shoulder, don't get tight with your fingers. You have a better flow when you make the movement a little bigger. That's the idea. It doesn't always work as well, but we'll see here. Okay, and I'm going to put a little dot where it seems to be about the center. And I'm going to put my first initial there, P for Padmalaya. And you can make it fancy or plain and simple, however you feel. And this is just honoring yourself and who you are. And I like to give things a positive spin. So really honor your strengths, your good qualities, and you can also focus your intention on the strengths and good qualities you want to have or improve on too. I think that's nice. Or you can just not really think about it directly. Just make a design that you feel is nice and basically focus on loving yourself and caring for yourself, however little specific way that you like it. So I have 4 colors picked out here. I think 3 or 4 colors makes a nice balance. And I'm going to just make a little kind of like a pattern of design going outward. And I think I will go it's like a ripple. Maybe it's funny how sometimes when you do something spontaneously, it brings a thought to your mind. Like one thought that I have about ripple is that I like the idea of maybe the kindness or the positive qualities I have, or sharing about self-expression or compassion, that can create a ripple effect in the world if I'm being that way and sharing it with others. So that just occurred to me spontaneously, and I like that. So I think I'm going to continue this ripple with the pink. This is a very minimalist design, again, because I'm just showing you quick for the video, and I also want you to see that you can do this quickly and not having to do anything fancy. I'll just add some more ripples in here. The colors can be symbolic or just what you feel. Sometimes I think green represents growth to me. When I was studying art therapy, I remember the nuns. There was a nun who was the director of the program I was in, talked about a concept called viriditas that, if I remember correctly, it had to do with, it was called greening, which was like the growth and the expansion in a positive way of our energies and life, like when the world greens up in the springtime, which interestingly, it's just about springtime here. Right now, as I make this video in good old Cleveland, Ohio. So I'll put a little green growth energy in here. Okay, so I think I will leave it at that. It's just a little simple design. And one thing I do like to do, I didn't really leave a special space for it, so I'll just include it in here, is to think of a title and any kind of words or phrases to remind you later of what you were thinking or what came to you as you were working. So I am going to title this one Ripples. Let's see, how about ripples of kindness? So just be spontaneous with your title too. Sometimes it will tap into something deeper in yourself or more real and true if you just let it come out spontaneously and don't kind of sit around and think about it too much, because then our brain plays tricks with us. And I like to put the date. So this is March 2022, because later on you think you'll remember when you did this if you save them and go back and look at them, but I find that if really a number of years go by, it's hard, you don't really remember, or you might not. And maybe a couple other words or phrases to add to it. So I was talking about, maybe I'll use green for this, viriditas. I guess anybody who's interested can look that up. That was a very long time ago that I was exposed to that idea. And let's see, what's one other thing? I think the idea of compassion came up. So I'm going to put compassion is something that I'm honoring in myself. And I think I'll just write one more thing here. I'm going to write me. So I'm thinking of me being me, and that's who I am. I'm Padmalaya, and I like ripples of kindness, growth, and compassion. Now, of course, there's much more to me, and when you do this, there will be more to you than what you might draw just very quickly, but just play around with it for fun and see what comes up for you. And I encourage you to save them if you want to look back at later, or hang them up, or you don't need to save them at all. Just whatever you feel, and it can be just for you, or you can share also with your loved ones. So that's our project for today. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.